this video, I'm going to be fixing my logic-based legendary meter tutorial because of one major ass flaw I had. That flaw being, every time someone killed you, they would activate the logic too. That is the biggest flaw that you could have in the legendary character, and I am fixing it. The way you fix it is by using a logic prefab blueprint. As you can see, I've already got it all done here, and I will be providing this file down in the description below. If you want to remake it for yourself, you're going to need 4 components in the logic blueprint, an interface field in the blueprint, and in the weapon, you're going to want 1 component with every event connection being a server realm connection. In the logic blueprint, as you can see on screen here, we have a scoring event listener, an event gate, a player ID tracker, and a buff entity. You can also see the interface field that you'll need. This is an input event. These are the event connections you'll need. Event connection 1. Set the source field to the scoring event listener and set the event to OnPlayerScored. Set the target field to the event gate and set the event to in. Event connection 2. Set the source field to the interface and set the event to turn it on, and set the target field to the event gate and set the event to open. Event connection 3. Set the source field to the event gate, set the event to out, and set the target field to the player ID tracker, and set the event to FilterPlayerEvent. Event connection 4. Set the source field to the interface and set the event to turn it on, and set the target field to the player ID tracker, and set the event to set player ID. Event connection 5. Set the source field to the player ID tracker and set the event to 0xA9E6802B. Set the target field to the buff entity and set the event to apply. I have provided the hash that you will be using for the source field for this event connection in the description. I forgot to mention this earlier. All event connections here are on the server realm. So if you're not using the graph editor, make sure the target type for everything is set to server. Now in the weapon blueprint, all you need is a logic prefab reference object. These are the settings they are going to be using for it. Take these 3 settings to be true and set player ID to invalid. I just now remembered that I forgot to tell you all this, but here are the settings for literally everything in the logic blueprint. Scoring event listener, set it to whatever scoring identifier you want to make sure it's on the server realm. Event gate, just set it to the server realm, keep everything unticked. Player ID tracker, keep everything the same but set the realm to server. And in the buff entity, make sure the realm is set to server, the buff is set to whatever you want, the source is set to -1, and the material is set to 128. Once you have the settings set up for the logic prefab blueprint in the weapon, add an event connection. This will also be on the server realm, as you can see here. In that event connection, set the source field to the PvZCharacter weapon, and set the event to OnPlayerActivate. In the target field, set it to the logic prefab reference object, and set the event to turn it on. Once you have done everything and you made sure everything was correct, increase all of the runtime components by 1, and then save your mod, and you can launch the game and test if it works. I have footage on screen right now showing that it does indeed work when you get shit on kill. Do know this is a bit older footage from when I accidentally fucked up some of the logic and made the buff entity apply twice. You can also see here that the issue where I would get the charge if I killed the soldier is fixed because I did not get the legendary charge at all here. And yes, you can track whenever you kill literally anything. Thank you for watching this, like, subscribe. If you have any modding related questions, please hesitate to ask, and I like math.